Welcome to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home of the Panthers, in a program built on the backs of legends like Tony Dorsett, Hugh Green, Mark May, and Mike Ditka. Give it the toughness that is epitomized by anyone who plays in the Steel City. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will get the first crack at it here. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
On second down, wants to throw. Might be looking to run. It's complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. Plows through the defense. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's got the back in the middle. Jumped on top of the pile. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. They needed less than a yard, really too far to kick a field goal, a little too close to punt. Really not much of a decision there.
And I really don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me to get inches, and I'm going for it, especially when you're inside of the field where you long field goal or maybe just punt the ball. Nah, go for it.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buys a little time. Firing to the right, complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They'll try to add another to their lead. drive makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Pitt Panthers offense has its first opportunity of the day. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
The quarterback likes the linebacker. He's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. The running back and a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. DB's right up on the receivers. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be defensive coordinator calling the plays.
This defense is going to have to gang tackle this big physical running back. One guy's not going to get the job. 2, 3, 4 plus hats to the ball every single time this guy has it in his hands.
Got it in the middle. It's Ware. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. They'll try. And the Wolverines get enough for the 1st down.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting 3s up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The Wolverines are in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking to scramble. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the running back has it. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Fast motion from the offense. On third down, going up top. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Offense set on first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16. And now on second down for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at this. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Still looking on the move. He'll try to do it himself. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. That's caught. It's Ware. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Pitt pushing the pace. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Fires downfield. Finds a man on the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Armour. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. It's a draw. Runs through the tackle. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Running with power. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is good. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're... This first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down and run. Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up. Pitt will line up to punt it away. On the return, it's Reese. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Getting some heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They're trying to get to him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Running it back, it's high. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They find themselves deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime. And that pass intercepted. Touchdown, Michigan! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. UCLA is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Terry Donahue, this has not been a blowout today inside the Rose Bowl. They're up by 11 over Oklahoma State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And they'll drag him down after a good return. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for space to the left. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They are perfect on fourth down so far in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to fit. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Excellent field position here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Now the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Working on the right. Pulled down for the tackle. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can... He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half.
All kinds of running room. The 30, at the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Pitt!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Add those stats, young fella.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's perfect. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Third and short from their own 33. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and
reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Quarterback moving. Looking for the score. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Bought a little time, lets it go. Back open in the middle. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal, but
touchdown Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Set to kick it off. Here's the return from inside the 25. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now,
and the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting his protection.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Panthers are rolling down the field. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
He makes the connection. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And it's no good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer. Instead, they're still way, way behind. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. First down here for the offense. Fires to the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He wants to throw. Using his feet to buy time. Finds his back in the middle. Good, solid tackle.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Touchdown, Michigan! And the route is on. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he tacks on the extra point.
Michigan, 59, Pitt, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. They'll throw it on first down. Forced out of the pocket. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's got his man, makes the grab.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. They'll throw it on first down. Got the quick pass. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try to run for it. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Handoff to the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. The give to the back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that one. They were all back in coverage expecting pass, and here's the running back. He breaks through the line of scrimmage, and they just didn't rally fast enough to the football, and they make the tackle short of the first down marker, but there's a good chance they're going to be staying on the field here on 4th down. And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, David.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to 0.